Taurus, hello, welcome. This is Crow Indigo Intuitive Tarot. This is your November reading. This is for Taurus, position Sun, Moon, Rising, and it's a general reading. I kind of slurred that word. It's a general reading, Taurus, okay? It's whomever I'm picking up, the energy's there. It's not going to resonate with all of you. If it doesn't feel like it's your reading, don't force the fit, okay? It may not be your energy. And in that case, there are several exceptional readers on YouTube that'll be doing November readings, so you can check one of them. We're using the Line Strider Tarot. Sorry, I'm shaking the table. I was leaning on it lazily. Line Strider Tarot today, and we're just going to give this another shuffle till it feels right, and then we'll pull off the top. We'll be doing some clarifications from the White Sage Tarot. And see what we have for you. Our general questions this month for November are, it's interesting, you got a number of the cards that came out for Aries as well. Okay, Taurus, so our general questions for Spirit this month that I'm focusing on for all of the November readings are, where is our joy? Where is our joy to be found this month? And what needs our attention? What needs our attention, and where is our joy? Now, these are general questions, but let's see what we have here for you. We have the Magician. You are making things happen. You are manifesting the life you desire. It's quite a nice card in this deck, isn't it? A monkey. So we're starting out with a strong energy here that you are making your future up as you go along. The Knight of Pentacles tells me that you are very hardworking right now. You're efficient. You are getting stuff done, and you are super responsible too. So your hard work is making your dreams a reality. You're moving forward. You're building something. You're working on material wealth, I think, here. But you're also taking care of yourself physically. The Hanged Man is coming out next in reverse. So this tells me that you are holding yourself back in some way. You know there's a sacrifice that needs to be made. Something needs to be given up for something greater. But you're afraid of what that means. You're afraid of making that sacrifice. You're afraid of giving this thing up. So you're holding yourself back from a necessary change, a necessary movement. You are working on your skills, though. You're getting very self-sufficient. And I think, Taurus, if I remember correctly, you've been getting this card a lot lately. You've got some really valuable skills now. You're consistently getting excellent efforts from your work. I think that has a lot to do with that manifestation. You're able to make your life what you want because you've been working super hard. The Star is coming out next in reverse. And that is giving us this energy of, what's the word? It's possibly you're feeling insecure about something, or a little discouraged, perhaps. You've kind of lost faith in something. I don't know what. Let's just keep reading here. Maybe we'll figure that out. But at present in November, you're feeling you've lost faith in something, I think. The Page of Pentacles is next. And here we have ambition, desire. You want something, and you're not afraid to work hard to get it. You're getting there. All of this hard work, all of this honing of your skills, it's for a purpose. And you know what it is, though you may not have shared that with anyone else yet. You've got a plan. There's something you want. You have responsibilities, though, and you're taking care of them. I think, Taurus, if I could just get it to focus. Camera's lagging a bit. I think in this case, you have this ambitious goal. You have a desire for something, but you also have some responsibilities to take care of. And so you're being responsible right now. You're taking care of all of your stuff. But you're dreaming and you're preparing. You're not just dreaming. You're working hard. You're figuring out what skills you'll need to make the change to get where you want to go. And you're working on them quietly. You're not telling anybody what your plan is. You've sort of lost faith that, I get the sense now that you've sort of lost faith in a situation. So you've been juggling your responsibilities. You've been kind of hoping and desiring this outcome. But this is because you had a prior outcome you were looking for. You were really hoping for something, and now you do not believe it's ever going to happen. So you're making your plans. You're building your skills. You're working really hard to get to this new desire. The Three of Pentacles tells me that you will get there, and it involves some other people. There's a group or a handful of folks that you'll be working with to realize your goal. It's pretty exciting. It looks like, Taurus, your joy is in the dreaming, in the desire, in the planning and the effort that you're putting in to move to this better outcome. You're being quite responsible. You're paying attention to the details of what you have to do. So what needs your attention right now? It's the planning, it's the preparing, and not losing sight of your goal. Because whatever the previous goal was, it really was disappointing for you that it didn't work out. But you've got a definitely focusing on your financial well-being, your stability, your physical security. That's what it's about for you right now. There's not a single cup here at all. This is all about you and your financial well-being. We have 3 major arcana, so there's some pretty big stuff going on for you this month, Taurus. 2 of them are reversed. That's interesting. Let's do some clarification on the Hanged Man in reverse. I'm not going to clarify every card here today, Taurus, but let's look at that. These little black flies, and occasionally I accidentally put cards down on them. It's like a battlefield out here. All right, let's see. I think the air conditioning's coming on, so I apologize in advance. Oh, there's a motorcycle or something too. You've got the noisiest one today, the noisiest reading today. So your Hanged Man in reverse is clarified by the 7 of Wands. And what does that tell us? You aren't making that decision. It's fear of the outcome. It's fear of the consequence of making the sacrifice. That's the main root here. But it also has something to do with you being in control. You feel like once you make that choice, once you have that conversation, once you make the sacrifice, you are somehow less in control of the whole situation. Give me the Eight of Pentacles clarifier, please, for Taurus for November. 8 of Pentacles clarifier for Taurus for November. I haven't always gotten the clarifiers, so that's a lot of cards. Can't take that many. All right, thank you. All right, let's see what we have. We have the Hermit in reverse. So part of your skill set that you are working on right now is to be more social, more outgoing. You've had your time of quiet reflection. You figured out your meaning of life. You figured out what you needed to know. And these skills that you're working on that are going to support you as you're moving toward your goal involve being less reserved, involve being less internal and more a part of the conversation. You know, you could be feeling a little isolated right now, and you're working on skills to get past that. Let's look at the Star in reverse. I want to see what's going on with that Star in reverse. Well, we got a big old pile of cards, but you know what? Let's just see what we got. We got the 9 of Wands, and that is this this sort of resilient energy. You fought really hard for something until you felt like you couldn't fight anymore, and it looks like, you know, you're still very tenaciously holding on to something. You're still fighting. Whatever that is, you're still trying to make it work out. However, your strength is waning. We've got the Strength card in reverse here. You know that it's not something that you can sustain much longer. And I can't get it to focus, so forget that. The Queen of Pentacles is next. You're just being practical now about this. Whatever you've been holding on to and struggling through, you realize it's not working. You realize it's unlikely that you will succeed here, and you're running out of strength, so you're starting to get more practical about whatever it is that has broken your faith there. We also have the Queen of Swords. This is just a very, very cutting energy, very much in your head, very analytical. There's no room here for being sappy or emotional about the situation. That's two queens. It's very strong energy here supporting you in moving away from whatever this situation is that made you feel disillusioned or disappointed. The Eight of Swords is here as well. So you have been holding yourself prisoner. You've kept yourself here in this space because you're afraid of the consequence of moving forward. And the Lovers are here. So probably this had something to do with a partnership or a relationship. You were entwined with another being, and it really broke your faith. It was a lot of work. It was a lot of struggle. You're moving out of that now if you haven't already moved out of it, because you're focused on this new desire. It could have been a work partnership. That's an awful lot of cards of clarification, though, coming to us from Spirit, really explaining very well what the situation with the reverse star is. Whatever situation you were in, you cared deeply about it, you fought so hard, you gave it everything you had, and now the two queens are coming in here saying, okay, time to use your heart, use your head, not your heart, time to be practical, time to take care of you, let this go, move on to this new desire, this new situation. Let's see if we can get any clarification on the Page of Pentacles, what this new desire is, this new ambition. Wow. Spirit's got a lot to say to you, Taurus. We have the Wheel of Fortune. This is the necessary cycles of life. Things begin, things end, and it's time to move to that new beginning. The Ten of Wands. These are burdens that you've been carrying. You've been shouldering this responsibility for so long, and there's some relief coming here with this change, with that wheel spinning. The Page of Cups. There's your cups coming in now. Around this new desire, we have what I believe is the first appearance of a cup in your whole read, and it's the Page, so it's a new love. It's a young, sort of very fresh, new sort of energy here. With this Page of Cups, we have happy surprises, you know, being a bit of a dreamer, starting to feel something new. A renewed capacity to love can also be part of this. So I'd be surprised if whomever I'm picking up on wasn't finally ready to move on from a relationship that was quite disappointing for them. I do sense that there's still a little residue, but this month of November, I really do feel like you're starting to really solidly put that in the past and move toward the new desire. We have now the Six of Pentacles, and this is a generous energy, you sharing of yourself with others. It goes along well with that Hermit in reverse up above. It's quite a nice reading, Taurus, really. Let's just do one more because we have so many clarifiers here. Let's do a Three of Pentacles clarifier for Taurus for November. What is the Three of Pentacles about? What is this partnership, collaboration, growth, and building with others? What is this about for Taurus for November? Any clarifying cards? We have the Seven of Cups. It's about your options. It's about finally being able to see different possible futures for yourself. by working with these others, you start to look forward and you start to consider that you, in fact, don't have only one option for your future. No, you have so many different options, and it's really in your grasp to decide which way you want to go. All right, Taurus, we're going to pull one of these affirmator cards, not exactly an oracle deck, but it is kind of fun. Some humor in here. Let's see what we get for Taurus. I feel like it's maybe this one. All right. I think, was it Pisces? Someone got this one. Don't take it personally. If someone starts to speak unkindly to me, I'll remember that they've got something going on that has nothing to do with me. Like maybe they just pooped their pants. Yes, that's probably it. So, you know, not everybody's sense of humor, but what I'm sensing here from Spirit for you, Taurus, is you're a little bit, you've been a little bit reserved. You've been a little bit concerned, and you've been dealing with a lot over here, this whole thing, right? But now you're starting to understand that you have these many different possible futures waiting for you. You have the ability to go toward this thing you desire, which will relieve you of a lot of the weight you've been carrying. And you're ready to share yourself with others. You're ready for something new, to connect. And you don't need to take everything personally. You don't need to feel like you are the only person that could have resolved this. There were two people here. And some things begin and some things end, as the Wheel of Fortune would tell us. So I hope this was helpful for you. Thank you so much for letting me read for you. It is always my honor to do so. I hope you have a fantastic November, Taurus, and we'll see you next time. Blessings.